And welcome back. We are now in Tree of Life number 4. I was going to say training number 4, but this really isn't training. We're just fellowshipping together, you and I, and hope you're enjoying this. And I really hope you're doing fantastic. Okay, so this being training number 4, each session was 10 minutes. So we're 30 minutes already. That's a half hour getting to know each other, and now we're going to spend another 10 minutes. I've got 9 minutes 30 seconds left to spend with you right now. At this point, we're going to get into how we can help you. And remember, we're not concerned about the money piece. So far, I've spent 30 minutes talking with you and sharing how life is not about money. And sometimes you become a slave to money because you think about money so much. Now, if you let that go and just accept your being, and value who you are, what you are, and value everything around you, you'll understand that you're connected to everything and everybody. You are one with everything and everybody, and that the disconnections and that the boundaries really don't exist. So those of you that are still thinking about boundaries and borders with nations and countries and states, I got news for you. You're deceived. Okay, and if that upsets you, let me tell you something else that maybe that'll upset you more, and I'm okay with it. Go ahead, get upset. But let me tell you something. Those of you that are thinking of United States, because I'm an American too, we talk about immigration and so forth, and we go, "Oh, we got immigration problems." Yeah, we do, but so did the Native Americans. They had immigration problems also, and guess what? A lot of people don't want to think about that, but the Native Americans didn't have a choice back then, did they? They were genocided. They were destroyed in the name of materialism. And so think about it. Pick what side you're on. Do you want to be in the side of darkness or do you want to be in the side of light? That's a choice that only you can make. It's a choice that only I can make. So I've got 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to talk about life is really all-inclusive. That was my only point. Wasn't really trying to get you upset. But if you get upset in terms of sticking up for darkness, well, then go ahead and get upset, because guess what? I am sticking up for light, and I'm sticking up for what's truly right at a universal and as a light level. In the universe, there is no separation. In the universe, there is no boundaries. There are boundaries that exist, such that like your liver is your liver, and your kidneys is your kidney, and your skin, gives you that boundary of protection. Yes, but not for the sake of materialism. We shouldn't go around killing people just because they're not our color, or hating people just because they're not our gender. Okay, life, guys, is all inclusive. The tree of life is all inclusive. Universe is all inclusive. You are all inclusive, my friend. You are all inclusive. And I love you, and I send you love wherever you are. And your body's all inclusive. Anastasia states is all inclusive. So now we're going to talk about how is it that Anastasia was able to put all this stuff together. Well, it's simple. We stopped believing in poverty, and we stopped making money not the focal point. In other words, we stopped focusing on money as the focal point. See, I said it a bunch of times. Don't focus on money, in other words. Money is not the focal point. Money is not the end all. I'll tell you what is important. You, your loved ones, humanity, your higher power, your relationship with God as you know God, Creator, Source, Allah, Jesus, Jehovah, whatever name you're familiar with. Your relationship with your higher power, with your Creator, with your Source, with your core, is the most important thing of all. Even more important than your relationship with you, but they all tie together. So that is important. Money isn't as important. So off of that little sermon, I apologize if I was getting a little bit religious there. I sure wasn't trying to, because I don't really care about religion. But my point is, living all-inclusive has to entail you being a light being and connecting to your higher power. And you can't do that if you're a slave to your job, because you're a slave to your house or your condo or your house or your materialism. So why did Anastasia why and how did Anastasia come up with this ingenious concept of saying, hey, forget about the money. Let's just get the job done. Let's work together as a team. Why is it that we did it? Well, when you come together and when you forget about the house and the land and the car and the money and all that, and when you no longer make that your focal point, you're free. You're a slave until the day that you decide that you are not a slave to money anymore. And it doesn't mean being lazy. I mean, there's some people that just sit around getting high all day long, never had a job in their life. I don't think that's the answer either. Okay, I'm talking about people that are being proactive, that are doing things for their family, that are getting involved with life, and are causing changes in transformation to humanity. So, watch this. The profit sharing that Anastasia gives you, here's what happens when we put you as the focal point instead of the money, instead of the house, instead of the land, instead of the electricity or the cell phone or any of these things. Watch. When we give these things to you, there's so much money involved. I don't know if you realize this, but Anastasia has a software company that we started with no money. Okay, it was just people got together and says, hey, let's help humanity. So now we have a software company. Well, in case you didn't know it, the software business, the annual software sales in the world, as far as I know, is $240 billion. Okay, so you get involved with Anastasia Software. You're an owner. You become an owner of Anastasia Software. And we, as a team, work together towards, biting off our percentage of that $248 billion. Right? Good idea. Nah? Right? Okay. Did you know that tourism, or actually travel and tourism, I don't know how it happened, but it's become the #1 industry in the world. Did you know that travel and tourism is like, $4 trillion annual sales? Well, Anastasia States gives you one of those businesses as well. Okay, we give you travel and tourism business. We don't charge you for any of this stuff. I could go on and on. The hotel services, based upon the formulas that we know about in terms of hospitality, it brings in about $675,000 a year. And the lands, we're not charging you guys for land payments, but the profit sharing brings in $7.5 million. But the profit sharing pays for that, not you. But yet you benefit from that $7.5 million as well. Your life needs are discounted beyond imagination, and guess what? That still generates about $100,000 a month. Guys, I could go on and on. The organic community doesn't generate much, but it's the organic farm. I'm sorry, the organic farm only generates about $125,000 a year, but it's huge. It's very important because it takes care of your needs. And I could go down the list, guys. So we're not charging you for these businesses. We're giving them to you. Why? Because you're the most important resource of all. And by you getting involved, that gives you a job. Then by you having a job in these businesses, that brings profit sharing to you and to the community, and everybody wins. That's my point, guys. Life is all inclusive. You're all inclusive. Anastasia Estates is all inclusive. Remember, Jesus Christ said, it's better to give than to receive? Well, golly, hasn't anybody really thought about that and broken it down, as I am to you right now? So come on down, guys. Anastasia is giving you the houses below cost. We're giving you the land with no payments. We're giving you life needs below cost. We're giving you jobs. We're making you the owners of the businesses, so that you can have profit sharing to pay off your land and to pay off your life needs. And guess what? You create retirement income. Those of you that are worried about Social Security being there or not being there when you're that age, who needs it? Be self-sustaining in and of yourself, combined or united intelligently with good, pay it forward